Let's Plays yet. So, oh, we have a new boss thing. Oh, a victory pose. Infinite pay. I've never played Bosk ever, so yeah, as you can see, I don't really focus on it that much. Kenobi, I was only level 2. I played as Obi-Wan before. Yeah, I think Rey is definitely my main. Sorry, I'm going to use Rey Skywalker because I do really like that skin. Okay, yeah, that is really cool. I like that a lot. I haven't got more yet. No. Right. Let's just take a look at they actually changed the criteria to get more, because I'm probably never gonna get him. Like, I can't, like... That's... is it heroes? Old Master. 5,000, yeah, that's not happening. I'm so annoyed that to get the new Maul skin, it is 5,000 kills. Like, I just don't want to do that. I really don't. I don't play games often. I only play it. I only have played games quite a lot because of lockdown, and I just don't want to do it. It's not hard. But, alright, we're going to Takodana. Okay. I'm gonna try and get that Rey skin. Actually, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't think, no. I'm not gonna try it because I actually want to get kills in this game. Yeah. Because I'm broadcasting this, oh great. Oh no, Dooku's my... Because I'm broadcasting, I'm probably gonna get no kills anyway. But like, yeah. So whenever I'm not anticipating doing well, I actually do well. Whenever I want to do well in Battlefront, I end up sucking quite terribly. And yes, I know, internet, whatever. Right. Still, I love more. I love his default robes. The Phantom Menace, I think it's criminally underrated. I think all the prequels are. Attack of the Clones is is debatable, but you know, I did like that film for what it was. But like, what was I saying? The Phantom robe, the Phantom Menace Moleskin, I love it. I really do like it. Right, my internet's all very bad, so I have a feeling I might actually have to leave the game if it gets too bad. There's better Kylo Ren skins out there, buddy. Oh well, I won't hold it against you for long. Ooh, okay. I'm so jealous of this team. I am really jealous of this team. Oh my god. Okay, I'm pretty. Alright, that is terrible. I can't move. I can't move at all. Like, oh, great. Oh. Nice. Okay, that is, yeah. I'm gonna have to leave. I can't play online and broadcast at the same time. My connection just won't allow it at all. So that was fun. Tragic but fun. So I think we'll just play as we'll just do a lot of arcade. Maybe some time challenges. We'll see. I don't anticipate streaming for long. I really don't. Like, yeah. As nobody's here, might as well talk about the Star Wars, why I'm on such a massive Star Wars crave at the moment. Well, other than the Rise of Skywalker being added onto Disney Plus, which I've yet to watch yet, or yet to rewatch, Battlefront 2 released a bunch of stuff for its final update. Jedi Fallen Order made a comeback, which completely made me feel glad that I didn't actually do the Battlefront 2 versus Jedi Fallen Order thing yet, because the truth is, like, I was going to do a 3-part series, but I thought, you know what, I'm kind of alright making really long videos, so I decided, right, I'm going to do an hour-long just video explaining why I think one of the games better than the other. Yeah, right. We're just going on to arcade, but no, I can't believe Jedi Fallen Order actually made a surprise comeback. I'm willing to accept that the Clone Wars Anakin wasn't the main character. He was for season 6, because of course Ahsoka wasn't in that season because she left the Jedi Order at the end of season 5 and all that jazz. But Ahsoka was the main character of the Clone Wars, without a doubt. Her and Rex. Alright, let's go to because I'm on such a massive Clone Wars bender, let's go on let's go to where the clones were born. Go on to Camino. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a prequel run here. I love the prequels. Alright, so we're gonna I don't know. Yeah, we'll go Galactic Republic. In fact, I just want to check my skins quickly because I hope my heroes are not. We've got General Kenobi, General Skywalker. Great. Okay, we're good to go. Yeah, I'm gonna play as all my prequel characters first because I love the prequels. I watched for the May the 4th. I didn't watch The Rise of Skywalker because I was gonna watch it with my sister, but she didn't want to watch it, and I came back to my dad's on May the 6th. So for May the 4th, I was at my dad's. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch Rise of Skywalker yet. I will do though. But I did decide I was gonna watch Revenge of the Sith on May the 4th because Clone Wars the last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars were basically like the filler moments of Revenge of the Sith. Like when Anakin was at the Jedi Temple was in Coruscant betraying the Jedi, Ahsoka was on Mandalore, and it was like, yeah, it was so like, and then Vader at the end. Oh my god, I didn't cry, but I did feel quite emotional watching it because like Hayden Christensen, you can kind of predict, you can kind of tell he is the kind of Anakin that is a good guy, but you know he's going to turn to Darth Vader. Not once during the past 12 years of my life did I ever see Matt Lanter's version of Anakin, which is the guy who voiced him in the Clone Wars. Not once did I ever see him becoming Vader, and for the final scene of that show to have Matt Lanter as Vader. Am I saying his name right? Lanter? Is it Lanter? I don't know. I'm gonna quickly Google it because I don't want to insult the guy, even though he ain't watching. Is it Lanter? Okay, clone. I want to know if I'm saying Matt Lanter right. Yeah, I'm saying his name. He was voiced by... Yeah, it's Matt Lanter, okay. Matt Lanter. Yeah, I never saw Matt Lanter becoming Darth Vader, but to see it happen was just so, like, oh, so good. I loved it, I really did. I don't think I'm ever gonna feel that way about a Star Wars show again. If Mandalorian can prove me wrong, because I do love the Mandalorian, and especially with Ahsoka being in season 2. But I genuinely, alright, I take that back because there's actually quite a few shows which can make me feel that way. The Kenobi series. Now, the one thing I want is for
let negotiations begin.
Hayden Christensen to come back for the Kenobi series, so then we can see a reunion between Kenobi and Anakin and Obi-Wan. But I know it's ironic I say that because obviously we're not going to see them talk in the current timeline they're in, because of course Anakin's Darth Vader at this point and Obi-Wan's depressed on Tatooine. But you know, like, just theming the Clone Wars, like especially wearing this skin as well. General Kenobi and General Skywalker just working together. Maybe even get Ahsoka cameoing, like see how well she does in The Mandalorian, and get the same girl who's going to play her there, de-age her a lot because of course you're going to be playing a kid, and then have her as young Ahsoka but in like live action. I would love that. Like I would honestly cry if we got that. Obi-Wan is arguably one of my favorite characters. He's my second favorite character in the whole series, next to well, yeah, Anakin is my number 1, Kenobi's my number 2. I could actually make a top 10 out of this, but I'm not going to because that's incredibly boring and nobody wants to see that. But yeah, might as well put it straight to the point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit harsh on myself there. But like, right. There you go. I love Obi-Wan. I just don't play him in Battlefront. That's my thing. I love the guy, but I don't play as him because I main Rey and sometimes Anakin, but yeah, not that much. I mostly main Rey. She's my best. She's my best character. She ain't my favorite, but she's my best. I mean, I love Rey. I think she deserved the title of Skywalker because she lived the Skywalker life, but at the same time, like, yeah, I just think, you know, yeah, so many people are making very good points, like Anakin doesn't call himself a Kenobi just because he was trained by Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan didn't call himself Jin because he was trained by Qui-Gon Jinn. It's not that, it's the fact that Rey, she never had a family. Rey never had a family, and she saw Luke and Leia as her family. And they treated her like family. Alright, yeah, maybe Luke didn't treat her that much like family in The Last Jedi, but like, you know, Luke was a teacher. He was the last Jedi to teach her, and they were close. And let's not face, like, I think Rey should have been a Skywalker from the start because she lived the parallel she had to Anakin and Luke were identical. Like, she paralleled their lives were practically parallel. I'm not speaking very clearly, as you can tell. I'm usually quite well spoken, but not today. Like, you could just tell that Anakin and Obi-Wan, oh, that was really nice. Oh, didn't get anyone there. Like, you can clearly tell that Anakin and Obi-Wan, like, they were brothers, but they never took each other's name. But at the same time, they, you know, they were brothers, man. Like, not all brothers have the same name, and in that case, Rey took. There's so many reasons why Rey took that name, and it makes sense. I mean, like, Palpatine was an idiot. He was a massive asshat in the galaxy. He manipulated the entire Clone Wars and the Galactic Empire. He was responsible for every war that happened in Star Wars. He is basically, you know, like, why would Rey want to be associated with that, blood or not? Like, and plus, I'm a massive, I do not believe in the phrase, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose family. I disagree with that because, of course, my Skywalker, I'm not being sarcastic, she is a Skywalker. Like, not by blood, but by heart. And that's the thing that matters. You know, I mean, it took us so long to actually care about Rey, because she was just a Mary Sue for Force Awakens and Last Jedi. I mean, I loved Rey. I've always loved Rey, but I will not deny she was unnecessarily powerful. I think she was too powerful, to be honest, in The Force Awakens, but I'm quite glad she got her butt kicked in Last Jedi a bit. And also, Kylo Ren was way more powerful than her in The Rise of Skywalker, so they did redeem that problem, which everyone has, which, you know, I'm all for strong, independent women, you know, women. I am all for strong, independent characters. Not specifically just men or just women, just strong, independent characters. That's the way I see it. We don't have to blooming like classify. Oh, it really gets on my nerves, that. But no, Ray, I don't have an issue with how they approached. Oh, great, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't have an issue with how they approached Ray in the sequel trilogy. I don't have an issue with it. But yeah, I can't even remember what I'm talking about. I'm just ranting, and I should be raving. I spoke about Clone Wars, Rise of Skywalker, and yeah. Right, I think we're gonna do something as Anakin. No, I play a lot of Anakin. We're gonna switch it up, and I'm gonna do something as Yoda. So I'm gonna go on to 100. No, actually, I'm gonna go 125. I'm gonna go on to Geonosis, because when I think of Yoda, I think of him murking Count Dooku on Geonosis, and also abusing Palpatine the way he did in Coruscant. Yeah, I'm sorry, Palpatine, but you lost that fight. You had to Palpatine had to resort to Force Lightning just to get him off, just to get Yoda off his back, which I thought was pretty funny. Right, I'm gonna jump onto the stream myself just to make sure we're actually playing right now. If not, then I'm just gonna end it here. Right, okay. If it comes up as somebody's watching, it's most likely me, but if not, then yeah. Anyway, we're gonna. Oh, this annoys me. We've got 2 blank spaces there. Could have easily had Mandalorian and Ahsoka fill them in, but nope. It's over. But I'm not gonna complain too much. Cause I did like the way they ended it here. Oh, I got Yoda's theme. I love this theme so much. I actually teared up in the cinema when this theme started playing. Luke was raising the X-Wing for Rey. I thought, yeah, Luke's character has definitely come full circle from here. Definitely. Like, you can't argue. Oh my god, it gave me chills. It gave me so many chills. I loved it. Like, honestly. Wait, what is it? I want to kill some bad guys, man. Weeds.
Ready for home, am I?
Finally, I killed somebody. That doesn't happen much. Oh, sugar. I love arcades so much. When I first moved into my new home, well, I'm saying new, I've been here for a year now. When I first moved into my home, and we had no internet, I was just living off Heroes arcade. Just, I couldn't get off it. I was on it for like 2-3 hours a day, which for a lot of people is like no time whatsoever, because you know, hardcore gamers will be like 6-12 hours a day, probably more. But like for me, someone who doesn't play it in games often just because they have other things they would rather do, it's, yeah, quite a long time for me. Yeah, I try not to play too many games a day, or play on games too much a day, because like there is much more I could be spending my time with. Like, realistically, I haven't really put in much preparation time for my A-levels, which I should do. However, I'm at the moment, like, there's assignments I can be getting on with. However, at the same time, I don't really want to be spending too much time doing something where I'm not in my comfort zone doing it, because I'm very much a school person, me. Like, home learning, I haven't really done it because, you know,
Living very expensive.
but yeah, I have, for the most part, yeah.
Life is the Jedi way. Come.
Didn't even touch the guy. I still kicked his ass. I think I'm going to take a break from all the Star Wars stuff after I finish my Rise of Skywalker review and my Jedi Fallen Order versus Battlefront. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I was going to get the Resilient Ray, but at the moment I think I'll do that eventually. I'm not sure when. I will do it though. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I want that skin and I can't get it, so yeah, it's a matter of when I can be bothered. In fact, I want to take a break from just gaming in general on this channel. Like, I have weights and stuff. I want to do like a workout equipment collection. I don't know. I just want to take a break from gaming. That's all I do, and it's fun, but at the same time, it's not been good for my head. Yeah, that's a video I'm not going to make once lockdown is over, like how I cope, because it's really like I just don't feel comfortable talking about it. But at the same time, it's probably something which, like, yeah, it's probably something I'd have to talk about if it ever came up in a live stream. So hopefully it doesn't. Like, oh, how did you cope mentally during lockdown? Well, the truth is I didn't, and I haven't. Yeah. But, like, yeah. I think I'm still going to continue my Let's Plays, Ellie Noire and Arkham Asylum, but at the same time, I'm in no rush to finish them. Well, actually, no, I am a bit of a rush to finish them because I just want to get them done with. Like, I'm more enthusiastic about Ellie Noire than I am for Arkham Asylum, because Arkham Asylum is boring me at the moment, just going around to whatever, find those notes. It's boring me. I want to get to the good stuff, like Titan. You know, fighting more boss fights and like Killer Croc, for example. I want to get to the fun stuff, not just wander around a very linear open world. And you know, it's ironic because once we get to Arkham City, we're still gonna have to go around linear spaces. But at the same time, it's the first Batman game with a true open world, so I am far more enthusiastic about that. And to be honest, I'd much rather put my time into Arkham Asylum. I think it's a bit Arkham City, because it's a better game anyway, in my opinion. Arkham City is such a better game. But also, like, there's so many other stuff. I wouldn't mind doing Spider-Man. I would love to do Spider-Man. Yeah, alright, back to Star Wars for a second. I also realise I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do a Star Wars Let's Play. On any Star Wars, whether it be Jedi Fallen Order 2, Jedi Fallen Order New Game Plus, Battlefront 3 story, whatever. I will never be able to do a Let's Play on it, even bloody Lego Star Wars, like, which I'm sorry, I'd never do that anyway. Like, I entertain anyone. I don't swear. I don't. Yeah. At the same time, I do a lot of. I don't think my content is for kids, so I won't be doing Lego Star Wars. Yeah. It's like. I can't do a Star Wars Let's Play because of the copyright. There is way too much risk of getting copyright strikes and getting taken off YouTube for having copyrighted music. Because Star Wars, they love to play their thing. I mean, even now, I'm taking a bit of a risk, but to do a Let's Play on it, I just think it's a bit too much of a risk. Which, yeah, it's just not something. It's not a chance I want to take, to be honest. Like, it really isn't. Hey, I'm getting pretty bored of I like Yoda, I just don't play as him much, so... Oh, I wasted my blimmin'... That's annoying. Right. What's going on here? We'll finish it or not. I'm getting pretty bored. I'm gonna quit and do a different one instead. Probably who should we play as? I think we might do some separatist Sith characters. Maybe do Count Dooku. I know where I want to go. Right. We're gonna go to... I want to give myself a Clone Wars vibe. I think we're gonna do... Alright, let's do something completely mental right now. Something complete. Actually, no. I was gonna do Darth Maul on Crate, but I don't want to do it. I don't want to do Darth Maul on Crate. Instead, I think I'm gonna do. Count Dooku and Kashyyyk. I love Count Dooku. He's, in terms of dark side character, in terms of villains, he's my main villain. Rey is my main hero. It's because I'm actually decent at both of those characters. Yeah. That's the thing. When everyone was theorizing about Rey, nobody ever once considered that Rey could be a Dooku. Which obviously made no sense anyway, because Dooku was dead. Like, there was no like, oh, is she a clone of Dooku or something? I don't know. Oof. Double whammy. Yeah, I really do look. Oh my, is that a 501st? Oh no, I thought I was a 501st trooper then. Oh my god, that'll be amazing. Okay, oh, okay, I'm really enjoying this now, yeah. This is more like it. I love Yoda, I think he's way cooler, but however, I'm pretty good with Dooku, so, like, oh. Yeah, boy. That's fun. Oh, am I being attacked by a clone? Guess what? You can't execute no Order 66 on me, because I am no Jedi. Oh, actually, that's kind of a lot. If Dooku was alive, if like Dooku survived and Order 66 was executed, he would, I guarantee he would have been attacked by the clones, because Palpatine was all about betrayal, and you know, he planned to take Anakin anyway. So like, oops, yeah. Oh, your clothes getting dirtied up, brother. I much prefer Dooku with a cape. I'm sorry, he just looks too... He looks weird without it. Like, I don't know why. I can't explain it, he just doesn't look the same without a cape. There you go. In Battlefront 1, or I wouldn't ever use my abilities, I would just... saber, block... Like, that's all I would do. And that's another thing. Now that it's been 5 years since the first Battlefront, I would love to see the Return of the Jedi skin that game had for Luke Skywalker. I don't know why Battlefront had to change it. Like, it wasn't even accurate. Luke wore that for a tiny bit of the movie. Like, after Tatooine and after the Jabba's Palace bit, that was it. We never saw it again. So, like, why do we have to have it again? Yeah. I wanted an excuse to fight for Phase 2 clones. I really did. Especially after watching Order 66. I don't sympathise for the clones anymore because, like, how Palpatine just screwed them all over. It's like, yeah, I hate Palpatine. I hate him as a character. And that's not because of Ian McDiarmid's performance or anything, that's just because the character himself is so unlikable. Like, he caused the Clone Wars. He caused the downfall, the execution of the entire Jedi religion. Oh my god. He did the Galactic Empire. He did, oh my god, what hasn't that man done? The First Order, or the Final Order, you know. He was behind all of it. He really was. He truly is the villain of Star Wars, which is why I think he came back in the Rise of Skywalker, which I'm okay with when it comes to that mindset. Personally, I don't think he was needed. They didn't need to bring back Palpatine. Further reinforces my issue with The Last Jedi. That film never set up anything to do with welcome of a viewer. That film offered no like build up to the conclusion of the saga. It was just kind of, even though like it was directed by Rian Johnson, he could have at least come up with something original that J.J. Abrams didn't have to retcon because fans hated it so much. Like, come on. Everything I rewatched The Last Jedi, and I did another video on it because I loved it so much 2 years ago. A lot of it is stupid, but I still like the film. But at the same time, it is really pointless. Like, I'm gonna relate this to the MCU for a second, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I could only watch Endgame back to back with Infinity War, and some of the other Marvel films for that matter, because it's all linked together. It is so well put together, the whole story. It feels like a true saga. The sequel trilogy didn't. We got something in the Force Awakens. Rian Johnson just threw it out the window. We got something in The Last Jedi. J.J. Abrams was like, nope, you've done that to me, so I'm just going to do that to you. So it just never felt consistent with what it wanted to do. It never felt like it was telling an overarching story. The whole sequel trilogy, the First Order versus the Resistance, none of it felt like it was genuine. Like, they were fighting because they were fighting. That was it. Like, that was it. There was no explanation as to why the First Order came into power. And that, for me, really got on my nerves. across this whole trilogy. Like we could have, like I believe J.J. Abrams should have had a bit more. Like in The Force Awakens, we should have got a bit more of a backstory to the First Order, how everything went to hell again after Anakin finally brought balance to the Force in Return of the Jedi. Like, why? And they justified all of it through comic books, and that just makes me want to rage. So you know what? I might as well play as. I'm gonna play as great original trilogy character. The thing that really gets on my nerves is sometimes it felt as if the sequel trilogy was almost ruining Anakin Skywalker's arc throughout the main 6 films. And in a way it didn't. Well, I believe it didn't, because at the same time Anakin did fulfill his prophecy. He brought balance to the Force, and then coming from that, we got Rey and Kylo Ren, who would both of them maintain that balance, one being on the light side, the other being on the dark side. And yeah, it didn't really ruin his arc, but at the same time, you know, like, oh, so the most evil person in the galaxy finally redeems himself and does the right thing again, and you all just, no, you can't make it last. It's like, it can be a little bit annoying at times, but yeah, it's like, yeah, right, I don't know where to go, so we're gonna just gonna go. Let's go Luke Skywalker on Yavin 4. I like Yavin. And we're going to change his skin as well. We're going to make him Farm Boy Luke, even though I don't really play Farm Boy Luke that much. Yeah. No, we're going to go Yavin Ceremony. We're going to Yavin, for goodness sake. Yeah. But, why am I... Oh, goodness sake. Okay, didn't want that. I do really want to play some online, some multiplayer, but my connection's too bad for that, so I don't want to risk it. I think we will do a, if I'm not running tomorrow, then I maybe, no, I'm not running tomorrow, I'm running Saturday. I think tomorrow we're going to do an LA Noire, and we're just going to keep going with LA Noire until I decide to stop. Right, Yavin 4, Rebel Alliance, and let's take down some stormtroopers, because that's fun. I'm gonna go Yavin Ceremony, Luke Skywalker. Already got it planned out. I don't really want to rant anymore about this game, because I have done that a lot. However, I do think it'll be good content idea to kind of decide. Alright, I don't. Okay, just roll with it. Just roll with it. I can't be bothered. Yeah, just roll with it.
Same as always.
Yeah. I don't want to rant about the game any more than I already have done, but at the same time, there's a lot I think this game should have included. So, part of me wants to make a video, part of me doesn't. I made a video yesterday, and I still haven't uploaded it. It's just, I'm not lazy or anything. I just forget to upload, and I just don't really want to go through the hassle right now. Okay, my PS4 is getting really hot right now, so I think we're gonna call it a day after this game here. That's fun. Ooh. There we go. Okay, I got nobody there. That's pathetic. Personally, I would love to see a anthology film with Luke training the next generation of Jedi. Obviously it all goes to hell. That could have been made into a trilogy, for goodness sake. It really could have, and they just justify everything by comic books. Nobody wants to read comic books about a film saga. We want to watch films. Then for Marvel it makes sense to do things through comic books because it is a comic book company. It started through comic books. Star Wars didn't. Star Wars... Yes, alright, Marvel Comics writes their women comic books. But at the same time, we don't need to. We don't need comic books to tell a film story. Like, I don't even agree with Prelude comics for Marvel movies because, you know, it's you're filling in stuff which could be very significant. If it's just a tiny filler stuff, like, oh yeah, how did Maz Kanata get Luke Skywalker's lightsaber? Then, well, Anakin's like, oh crap, I did it now. You're trying to explain like how Maz Kanata got Anakin's lightsaber, then yeah, do it through a comic book. But at the same time, stuff like, oh, how did the Kylo Ren destroy the entire Jedi Temple? Just, no, do it through a film. Yes, you'd be ripping off Revenge of the Sith slightly, but come on. Come on, you don't have to rip off. They didn't even have to rip off anything. Yes, it's the same principle as Anakin destroying the Jedi Temple from Revenge of the Sith, but at the same time, like, you don't have to yeah, it's so hard to explain. Like, I would love a prequel of the sequel trilogy. It's like, yeah. I think Luke, I think Mark Hamill's done with Luke Skywalker. However, I think we can mostly agree that the perfect replacement would be Sebastian Stan, because he looks a lot like Mark Hamill when he was younger. It's scary, their resemblance to each other. It's just like, ugh, that's weird. I don't like how much they look alike. Yeah, alright. I wish dismemberment was a thing in this game. That would have been really cool. Like seeing stormtroopers' heads get taken off. Right, I'm gonna try force repulse and see how I'm gonna get to there. My throat is really dry right now, so after this I'm gonna get a drink. Can't promise it won't be alcoholic, but yeah. Right, I think I haven't actually enjoyed doing a stream tonight, so I think tomorrow we're going to get back into the Let's Play swing. I will do a video announcing what's after Arkham City, or after LA Noire, because of course after Arkham Asylum I'm doing Arkham City, so I want to kind of brief you guys on what I'm doing after LA Noire. As it's on the stream, might as well say it now. I will be doing Last of Us, just because I think it'll be good to do Last of Us. You know, we've got the Last of Us Part 2 coming out some point this year. I don't know the release date. I think there is one. We have the release date for Last of Us 2 coming out. So I think it'd be kind of good, kind of relevant, you know, do Last of Us, people are going to be like let's playing, live streaming that, might as well jump on that bandwagon, but I'll do a full video kind of explaining it, and then doing it. I could start it now, but at the same time I've decided that I'm going to get my butt into gear and start doing, I'm going to start getting my backside into action and start making some A-level preparation. Plus, I am applying for a job, so soon I'm not going to be as free as I have been. So I think while I'm off, right, yeah, finish that game. So I'm gonna start wrapping things up here. While I'm off and I'm not doing anything and I'm being lazy, I will live stream. But at the moment, well, I will live stream and let's play games, but once that, once I can get the job thing into action, I might not even get the job. If I don't get the job, then I will carry on putting more time into YouTube, but I do want to start mentally preparing myself for my A-levels, because of course, the irony is that on Tuesday I was meant to sit my first GCSE exam, and I'm not. It's over. Like, my school career as a full-time student is over, and I just want to start preparing for my next chapter, and I just want to, you know, have a good time, really. So yeah, I will do a full video explaining, probably about 20 minutes or something. I don't know when I'll record it. But I think that's going to be it. I really hope the people who popped by, I hope you guys enjoyed. Didn't comment anything, which I'm fine with. Drop a like, you know, or a dislike. I always want honest opinions. But I will see you guys soon. Have a good day, and yeah, stay safe.